Sa lahat naman ng bagay may advantages and disadvantages. Wala talagang perfect, 'di ba? Tayo na lang yung mag-adjust kung saan tayo pupunta. Doon ba sa disadvantages o advantages? Of course, doon lang lagi tayo sa positive. Alisin natin yung negative kasi hindi nakakatulong sa buhay natin yan. Mas magiging hayahay at masaya ang buhay kapag nag-think positive lagi. Kasi kapag hindi ganon, medyo mahirap na nga ang buhay. Magninega ka pa, wag na. Ganun na, wala ka nang magagawa. Do your best na lang para sa sarili mo. Wala ka nang magagawa, lalo na pagka external forces na ang cause ng medyo negative thoughts mo. Huwag mo nang pansinin. Okay, so thank you Minerva and congratulations. Sino ang kasunod ni Minerva? Si Brian
Ako
pa
po.
yata.
Yes po, ma'am. Permission to post.
Yes. Yes po.
Uh, ay, not since. Share. Window. Videos. Here. Share. Videos. Ayan.
Okay. Localization. Localization, hybridity, and syncretism.
Lagay ko lang po yung timer ko. Alright po. So, good morning po everyone. My topic is all about localization, hybridity, syncretism, and how Filipino culture adapts and reinterprets foreign influences. So, what is localization? It's all about, it came from the two words global plus local. Localization is about agency and creativity. Filipinos have historically been excellent at taking external influences, whether Spanish colonial rule, American culture, or modern technology, and making them distinctly their own. This isn't passive acceptance, it's active transformation. The term helps us understand that Filipino culture isn't pure or authentic in an unchanging sense, but rather continuously evolving through contact with the world while maintaining core Filipino values. So, what is cultural hybridity? Hybridity challenges the idea that authentic cultures are pure and unchanging. In reality, all cultures are hybrid. They're products of encounter and exchange. Filipino culture is a beautiful example. Spanish colonial influence mixed with indigenous Austronesian traditions, Chinese tradition heritage, American modernization, and globalization. Rather than seeing this as a loss of authenticity, we can celebrate it as evidence of Filipino adaptability, creativity, and resilience. Hybrid cultures are living, breathing entities that reflect real historical experiences. What is syncretism? So, syncretism is a particularly visible in Filipino religious practice. When Spanish missionaries arrived, they didn't erase indigenous beliefs. Instead, indigenous spiritual practices merged with Catholicism. Saints became associated with local spirits, Catholic rituals incorporated indigenous elements, and folk Catholicism emerged. This wasn't seen as inauthentic. It was how Filipinos made Christianity meaningful within their worldview. Today, you see this in practices like fiestas, honoring both saints and local deities, the veneration of saints with indigenous roots, and the persistence of folk spiritual practices alongside formal Catholicism. Jeepneys, the ultimate symbol of globalization. Born from American military jeeps left after World War II, Jeepneys are the perfect embodiment of localization. After World War II, American military jeeps were left in the Philippines. Rather than viewing them as purely foreign objects, Filipinos reimagined them. They modified the structure, added roofs, benches, and most importantly, decorated them with vibrant colors, religious imagery, and personal touches that reflected Filipino aesthetics and values. Today, a jeepney is unmistakably Filipino. No other country has anything quite like it. It represents Filipino resourcefulness, creativity, and the ability to take global influences and transform them into something uniquely local. The jeepney isn't a lesser copy of an American jeep. It's a Filipino innovation born from American materials. Syncretic faith, religion in the Philippines. Philippine Catholicism is a fascinating example of syncretism. When Spanish colonizers introduced Catholicism, they didn't completely replace indigenous spiritual beliefs. Instead, these beliefs merged. Indigenous spirits became associated with saints, Catholic rituals, incorporated indigenous practices, and folk spirituality emerged as a legitimate expression of faith. You see this in fiestas, where Catholic celebrations honor saints but also celebrate local harvests and community identity. People visit albularyo, folk healers, and also attend Catholic Mass without seeing contradiction. This syncretic faith isn't impure Catholicism, it's Filipino Catholicism, a living, breathing spiritual practice that honors multiple traditions. Hybridity on the plate, Filipino cuisine. Filipino cuisine is a hybridity on a plate. Every major dish tells a story cultural encounter. Adobo uses the Spanish cooking technique of braising but with indigenous ingredients and flavors. Lumpia comes from Chinese immigrants but is filled with Filipino ingredients and served with sweet vinegar sauce. Sinigang, one of the most Filipino dishes, uses tamarind and local vegetables in a cooking style influenced by Chinese techniques. Even modern Filipino food like fried chicken and spaghetti have been made distinctly Filipino through preparation, flavor profiles, and cultural significance. Filipino food doesn't try to be purely authentic or purely foreign. It celebrates being both, creating something entirely Filipino. Bayanihan. It is an indigenous value global practice. Bayanihan is a core Filipino value that demonstrates cultural continuity even as context changes. It's an indigenous concept that has remained central to Filipino identity through colonization and modernization and globalization. While historically Bayanihan meant neighbors coming together to move a house or harvest crops, today it encompasses broader community cooperation and charitable work. Importantly, Filipino diaspora communities around the world maintain bayanihan practices, organizing relief efforts, community celebrations, and mutual aid. This shows how cultural values aren't lost through globalization. Instead, they adapt and persist in new contexts. Bayanihan is distinctly Filipino, yet its principle of community cooperation is universal enough to translate globally. Hybrid in music and arts. Filipino music and arts are exemplify globalization and hybridity. OPM or original Filipino music isn't purely traditional or purely Western. It's distinctly Filipino. Kundiman, for example, emerged from Spanish Romantic traditions but evolved into a uniquely Filipino musical form with distinct melodic and lyrical characteristics. Contemporary OPM artists blend rock, hip hop, and pop with Filipino language, values, and storytelling traditions. In visual arts, Filipino artists incorporate indigenous designs and spiritual concepts with modern and digital techniques. The Barong Tagalog, traditionally worn at formal events, is now styled in contemporary ways. This creative fusion allows Filipino artists to maintain cultural identity while participating in global artistic conversations. They're not choosing between traditional and modern. They're creating something new that honors both. Holidays and celebrations layered meaning. Filipino holidays demonstrate how globalization and syncretism work in daily life. Christmas in the Philippines isn't just a Catholic holiday. It's a deeply Filipino celebration that begins in September. Next month na pala to. Okay. Centers on family togetherness and incorporates local music, food, and decorations like the parol, traditional lantern. Fiestas honor Catholic saints but also celebrate local identity, harvest, and community. New Year combines Catholic tradition with Chinese influence, fireworks for good luck, and Filipino family values. Even adopted holidays like Valentine's Day become Filipino through the lens of family and community. These celebrations show that Filipino culture doesn't simply accept foreign traditions, it reinterprets them, adds layers of meaning, and makes them distinctly Filipino while honoring their origins. So, in conclusion, Filipino culture isn't pure or static, it's living and evolving. Understanding localization, hybridity, and syncretism helps us appreciate culture more deeply. Rather than seeing Filipino culture as a confused mixture of diluted version of something more authentic, we can recognize it as a creative, intentional adaptation. Filipinos have consistently taken external influences, whether Spanish colonialism, American culture, Chinese trade, or modern globalization, and transformed them into something distinctly Filipino. This isn't cultural loss, it's cultural strength and resilience. Core Filipino values like bayanihan, family, loyalty, resilience, and creativity persist through all these changes, providing continuity even as forms evolve. The Philippines shows us that cultures that don't have to choose between tradition and modernity, local and global, indigenous and foreign. They can creatively blend all of these. This is what makes Filipino culture so vibrant, adaptive, and distinctly itself. That's all po. Thank you very much po for listening and have a great day po.
Saglit lang po. Charge ko lang itong laptop ko. Okay, that's about localization, hybridity, and syncretism.